Hello, Braam, and welcome again to the Sports Editor. I'm going to focus on the first semi-final between England and New Zealand, and I want to get your thoughts on England's approach to the haka when they actually stood up and faced it. What were your thoughts on that?
Good morning, Smithers. I think that that England had a plan to engulf the haka, to take it on, and I think there was no maliciousness. I don't see anything in it. I think that the All Blacks did the haka the way they always wanted to do it. I think they were maybe a little bit surprised about the V shape, which was quite a tactic. I liked it. It just the challenge was made and everybody did well. But England played so well. I think in the first couple of minutes they took away the energy of what the haka brings to the All Blacks as per normal. So yeah, I think that was a really good decision made by the England the coaching staff and players.
Do you feel England's defence was just fantastic and brilliant, or was New Zealand's attack just not that good enough, hence England beat them in the final?
I do believe that that England defence was really good. They were scrambling really well and put the All Blacks under tremendous pressure. For me, the big thing was the All Blacks played with ball in hand, but they also made a lot of mistakes with ball in hand, where they should have hold the ball through contact and go through another phase where they try and force the offloads, and that created a couple of turnovers, and that puts you on the back foot. But England's line speed is not just line speed. They've got a connected line speed that puts teams under severe pressure with good, very good low chop tackles. That stop your momentum as well. So for New Zealand, I thought the energy that England brought on defence really put New Zealand on the back foot right from the start, and they never recovered from it.
England have a fantastic backline in the sense of George Ford and Owen Farrell, but do you feel with South Africa's backline, when you got the likes of Pollard, Deolande and will be too strong for England?
Smithers, I do believe that that the two centre pairing will really front up nicely. I think the playmakers, England definitely has got two very good playmakers, and Ford and Farrell. They've played together for so many years, and they've built up quite a good relationship. So I think Deolande is playing really well with Lukanya. I think he's probably the one guy that also needs to step up a bit in this final for us to have a real chance. But it's going to be a great matchup. I think England with their creativity on attack will put us under pressure. But again, South Africa's defence has stood the test of time, and will definitely get out on top. A lot of the times, the big question is can they maintain it for 80 minutes, and that's where I think England will definitely get one or two breaks, and it's going to be interesting to see how well the South African boys scramble if England gets a bit of better space out wide.
Definitely an interesting take there, Braam. Look, there wasn't much running rugby between Wales and South Africa. Do you see South Africa having a similar approach to the final on Saturday?
Yes, Smithers, I think the game plan won't change. I think it's just going to be more clarity, more pressure, more consistency, and more accuracy and execution of their skill set. So I think the game plan won't change at all. We've seen it throughout the World Cup. They've played a really strong kicking game with a lot of pressure in defence, a lot of field position. So I don't think that's going to change. It's going to be interesting to see how England handle the pressure from a South African team that has got a really strong pack. I think if we want to win the test match, we definitely have to put England under pressure up front, which is going to be a mean feat because they've got a really dominant pack as well. So it's going to be a battle of nutrition up front, and all of a sudden who takes their chances the best at the back.
Eddie Jones against Rassie Erasmus. Who do you think can bring the better out of the two sides, and who do you believe is the better tactician?
Yeah, Smithers, throughout the World Cup, you can see that both teams have got a great culture. I think they all back the coaching staff and their decisions that they make, and you can see that it's two very happy camps that are playing against each other. So I'm looking forward to the energy that they bring. To single out a coach and say this coach is better than that coach is, I think it's not on. I think it's all about the team. The coach is giving them direction, and the team, they have to go out there and do it. So and the team that best that play their attacking game or their set piece or their game plan the best will definitely come out on top. It's all going to be about mistakes. It's all going to be about discipline and who can handle the pressure the better. There will be a couple of opportunities, as we know, and it's going to be who's in the position and who brings the energy to be able to snuff out those opportunities the best and create that into points. It's going to be a tight battle. I don't want to go too far ahead, but the box by 6, if you know what I mean.
Should South Africa win the World Cup for the third time, we would have done it quicker than any other nation, as far as I understand. Would this make us the greatest rugby playing nation in the world? And what do you think adds to our passion and love for the game?
For me, Smithers, I think it will mean so much for South Africa to win the World Cup. Back home, we need some good news and we need some energy to feed off and just get the South African pulling in the same direction. Will it make us the greatest nation on a rugby playing nation on earth? I'm not so sure I want to put that tag around our necks. I think it will stand us in good stead to show what we are about, that we can really stand up under pressure and under circumstances that we can't control, and that's just the nature of South Africans. When you put them against the wall, they will fight their way out of it, and that's been a trend of us for a very long time, and hopefully the boys come out and really do that. And I do believe that the Boks has got it in them to win this World Cup. It's going to be a tight battle, but I back the Boks.
Braam, what could be a deciding factor for a winner on the day?
I think it's going to come down to who handles the pressure the best, who creates the opportunities to score, and eventually it's going to come down to creating opportunities, but also getting those opportunities over the line. I think kicking is going to make a massive difference. The guys that kicks all their goals will definitely win the World Cup. It's going to be a tight battle. I really think that the Boks has got it in them. Andre has been kicking really well. He's been striking it nicely. Owen Farrell had 1 or 2 games in the World Cup that he was in a bit of trouble. Missed, I think, the first 5 kicks in the one game. So it's going to be interesting. Ford has been kicking well. So it's going to be interesting to see what England does and who do they give the opportunity to kick. So I think Ford might go, but again, Farrell is the guy for the big moments. He's played for Saracens in some finals in the European Cups and won all of those. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to see how the boys are coming out of the traps right from the word go, and the team that's going to exert pressure the better will definitely win the final.
And Braam, to end things off, how are things going with the Southern Kings? I believe you guys are in Scotland. How's the vibe in the camp? All going well?
Yeah, Smithers, it's going really well with the boys. We spent 2 extra days in Venice, where the boys walked around to see the old city, which was fantastic. What an occasion, and what a privilege to be able to do that. We did all our preparation in Venice, and now we back in Glasgow. We had 1 session yesterday quickly, and then we traveled. But yeah, so we've got captain's run, and then from the captain's run, we will be able to assess where we are. But the boys are looking in good shape. We've picked a really young team that looks really energetic, that wants to go out there and perform. We came back against the Benetton really well in the latter stages of that game. But yeah, we need to be able to get into the game a lot quicker, exert the pressure, and make sure we put Glasgow under pressure. They are a really good team coached by a really good coach, and so we have to make sure that we're on our game to be able to stay in the fight. If we stay in the fight long enough, we'll definitely to put them under pressure to get over the line. The boys are looking good. I think the boys are picking up a lot of resilience. They know where we're faulting at the moment and how to rectify those mistakes. And hopefully we can get a win rather sooner than later. But thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to you again. Keep well, my friend, and speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Braam. All the best and travel safely.